June. It's just gone 5:40 and here I am off to Murfield train station to get my train to Liverpool for the Liverpool to Leeds 130 miler. Let's hope we don't fail at the first hurdle and not get the train. Let's go, bismillah. Just at Murfield, and already, gosh, the heavier bike makes a difference. The 47mm tyres, loving them. It's cushioning everything, but even the small inclines, the little 4%ers, you do feel them. Good job it's Canals. Look, just up there, and we do have a reserved bike slot, so this one apparently doesn't stop here, so that won't be mine. But ready to go, 130 miles. Wanted to do it for a while. Can't say I'm ready for it, but as ready as I can be. And whoa! Yeah, next stop, hopefully Huddersfield, one change, then Liverpool Lime Street. Only thing I'm really too concerned about is whether I'm going to have to strap the bike down or not, or whether the lock. I have brought some rubber strapping to strap it down. As long as it gets there safely, should be good. Next update, hopefully, once I'm on the Huddersfield train, Huddersfield to Liverpool. Wasn't that complicated, but equally not that convenient. But we're on. You know, so you've got them 4 seats that just collapse, and then you've got this kind of strapping, like a seat belt, to strap your bike in. Lift doesn't work, so carry your bike. Otherwise, quite straightforward so far. There you go, lift out of order. Yeah, waiting at Huddersfield. Can't say overly impressed. Lifts don't work, so you have to carry your bike. God knows what you're supposed to do if you're in a wheelchair. But yeah, finally at platform 1. Got to say though, the staff are amazing. Staff are dotted around everywhere, ready to help, and they've directed me from platform to platform. But yeah, so far so good. I think just this one and then no more stop. Once the bike's in, it's in. Overly impressed with the bikes on trains thing. So I don't think it's the train people's fault, it's just that they require a reservation and a lot of people don't reserve, but they still whack the bikes on anyway. So yeah, it's frustrating, but either way. So I think this gentleman's going to come off on the next one. I'm going to see if I can get mine sorted. Take anything more than a 30, so I've got 47s and there's not enough room to get your 47 round the hook. This is our route here, Dewsbury. I think we had Murfield, which is where I got on. I think it's the dark blue one. Manchester Victoria was the first stop, and then Liverpool Lime Street was somewhere here, and we've just been told that the signalling system has lost power and we've just got to sit tight. Just 5 minutes short of the destination, which is a shame. Let's see how long this takes. Street. Delayed about 20 minutes, but not bad. Signal problem apparently. Not 2 minutes short of the station. So we're here now. Let's get started. Off we go. Leeds Liverpool Canal. This is the beginning, and already I can see these bushes and foliage is going to be a major issue. Look at that. I'm crouched all the way down, still clipping my helmet. And the bridges, I think, is going to be the second issue. But anyway, here we go. It's started at 8:40. There was a delay on the train, signal issues. But bismillah, hopefully we're on track. Observation at the 7-mile mark. Obvious about the trail, everybody knows about it. It's very rough, so don't do it on a road bike. Even a gravel at 30s, you'd be kind of uncomfortable. I'm running 47s and I'm loving that decision. Other than that, it's all the B's. Bell, make sure you have one, because there's too many folk going the same way as you and they don't see you. Often they've got their headphones in. Bridges are a nuisance. Very, very narrow when you have to go under them, and a bit of a nuisance when you have to cross them, when the path goes from this side to that side. And the third one, bushes and branches. Definitely wear glasses, even if it's not a sunny day. Wear clear lenses, because these, I mean, right now it's clear in front of you, but I have really had to duck out for long periods where literally I've been in the aero position just to avoid getting my head bashed by big branches and bushes and thorns. So protect your eyes. Best things you have, or else you won't even have them. I was complaining about that trail. I don't even have a trail now, just a towpath. So definitely either MTB or gravel with high volume tyres. I mean, this thing's just flying over these. It's like a cushion, but still, if I was on my road bike, I'd be in a bit of bother. Never mind a wide handled MTB, I couldn't even get that through. Anyway, suppose it's there for a good reason. You don't want motorbikes. Cute little bridges like this make it tricky. Feel like you're going to break your head against the underside of it, but anyway, off we go again. Right, 1 hour in and 13 miles in, and we're at the pretty little town called, I think it's Maghull, I think that's how you pronounce it, but very pretty. Looks lovely. You've got a cracking little cricket pitch to the right there. Some very smart houses. Looks very nice. I did schedule a little break, but I think I'll just crack on. Feeling quite fresh, so I think I'll make the best of it and crack on. It's Can you see the path? Because I'm struggling. I can see how people totally advise against this being appropriate for anything other than MTBs. It's not so bad actually with these 47s that I'm running. Even on this surface, maintaining about 13-14 mile an hour until you get to these bridges that are low, scary, and usually have this big bump uneven surface. So yeah, I'm taking no risks. Right, I see why you can't see the path, because these guys are strimming, and obviously the cuttings have all ended up on the path. Oh God, Lord save you if you've got hay fever. Thank you. I'm not on the right route now. I mean, I'm millimeters from the water and there's hardly anywhere to pass. Right, big boulders sticking out, so let's hope I am on the right route. How is this a cycling route? How could you possibly do this even on a gravel? Hope it gets better than this. For myself, miles 13.5 to 16.5, death trap, honestly. How that can be classed as any kind of cycle route, I've no idea. About 6 inch of track to cycle on, about 8 inches to the right, straight in the canal, half an inch to the left, brambles. Mile 13 to about 18 has been a nightmare. Large sections where there literally is no path, you just make your own path. And if it's like this when it's dry, I wonder what it's like when it's been raining. Anywho, onwards. Right, won't you? I feel like you need a machete to get through some of this. Get on fire. This shimmer about the track, but I think I've got the right wheels for it, so we're alright, we won't complain. But wow. Blessed with the weather, blessed with a decent route. And I had one of these bridges in a while, and guess what? A bit of elevation. Let's get out of the saddle. If only for about 10 seconds. Imagine trying to do this on a road bike. ...27 miles in. that way. Hopefully the track gets a bit better from my Gulf for the next 10 miles. Absolute death trap, very dangerous, but looks like it's opened up and should be a bit better. Let's go. 30 miles in, look at that. Let's see if we can get some views. Not much to look at, you're on a canal. I mean, come on, you're going to be very low down, but there you go. At least the track, decent surface, nice and wide, instead of killing yourself on that little bit of towpath. Let's hope it stays this way. Boarding. So mile 27 through to a 34 now. Not bad at all. Really good tracks. Just back there I've left a track that was like wide enough to take 2 cars down. Really well paved, and even this one's spot on. So I don't know where we are. I'll check in a minute. There's a stadium of some sort over there, so I should know. Let's check. And to my right you've got Wigan Athletics ground, I'm presuming. Can't see it just yet, but once this tree line clears, see if we can get a shot. That must be it. But yeah, track's absolutely beautiful. Liverpool side, God. A bit confusing, don't know where I'm going, but there's a cycle track, so hopefully drops me back onto the canal. Anyways, there it is. A little bit of carry your bike. Let's see. Before I head off, I'm just going to check my bearings. On the Leeds Liverpool Canal, a bit complicated as you come into Wigan. There's almost like a 180 turn on one of them bridges where you're almost turning back hairpin on yourself, where I carried on and wasted about 10 minutes going into town looking for the canal again, but I think we're back on track. Right, let's go. I think areas like this is where you could easily get hurt on a weekend. You're in the middle of the city, middle of the town. It's a really nice urban towpath. There'll be lots of people running, so yeah. Hence a weekday. It's nice and quiet-ish. The signage may be lame, but towpath, A1, lovely, very well maintained. So Wigan aren't easy. 6%, and then it just ramps up. Just on this bit here. I don't know how many rises there are on these locks. Look it up. Quite a few. Very nice. And if you're wondering why there hasn't been many updates, then it's because there's not much to update, to be honest. Canals, just by the nature of where they are, very low down, and not much to show you. The track has improved. It's not the best in the world, but still anything's better than that stretch in Liverpool. Atrocious, honestly. It goes to plan, but I'm an hour behind what I'd penciled down if everything went perfect, no punctures, no nothing. So given that the train was late and then I got lost for about 20 minutes in Wigan, we're not doing bad. I'm still running a 10-mile-an-hour average. I was hoping for a 12-mile-an-hour average, so still not bad. 5 hours in, I should be at 50 miles, so let's see. Can't wait for lunch now. Really looking forward to lunch. Been a long day so far. Already been, oh, I've been up since 5 and we're now nearly approaching 2 o'clock, so wow, 9 hours already I've been up, and I've probably got another 9 hours to go. Let's go. At Blackburn, and we're back to this again. Not bad actually, at least it's firm, and the hedges and that are trimmed back at least a little bit. This doesn't help when they've just dropped big bags of gravel right in the middle. It's hollowed a crusher, I think, to put down on paths. But yeah, if you're precious about the bodywork on your bike, on your gravel, then yeah, don't bother. These chip up like mad onto the underside of your bike. Mine's only a cheap gravel. I'm not precious about any of my bikes, so we're alright. They're all back being used, not looked at. My left shoulder and my left arm are grazed like crazy from all the brambles. From the Leeds and Bradford area, and you've done the Leeds-Liverpool section there, and you're thinking, oh yeah, it'll be brilliant, this good idea, forget about it. This 60 odd miles, the Liverpool end, crap. I mean, this is some of the best of it, what's under my tyres at the moment. Nice, quite fast rolling, quite grippy, and at least you've got a good 10-inch wide track. Bits of it, you could have been in Canal at any second. On the plus side, I started in Liverpool. I've got a westerly, west to east wind, so, and hopefully the last, I'll do the crappy 70 miles first, which should be all done hopefully in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then the home stretch will be on the good section. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Let's see. Observation that is should have been quite obvious actually, but you get absolutely no reprieve from this shaking your bones all the time. Towpath so bad. I mean, fair enough, even with the fat tyres, high volume tyres, takes some of the shock away, but oh god, nothing like being on a road where at least you know it's going to be nice and smooth. That's one of the most tiring things I'm finding. The legs are absolutely fine, they're very fresh. It's nearly 57 miles in, but shoulders, hands, grip, everything that's shook by the path, that's what's getting tired now. Anyway, almost lunchtime. I'm going to take some pills preemptively, and hopefully we should be good. So let's see, I think lunch in Blackburn, we're at the 59 mile mark. I think by the time I get to somewhere for lunch it'll be about 60 miles, so halfway. I think about time for lunch. 2:35 lunch finally. I think we're about 2 miles from lunch that way. Aldi, prawn mayo, jam and cream donuts, some mango, fish and chips, all of the drink. And just over there you've got JD Gyms, and that's where my sister works. Coincidentally just saw her there going home. Right, lunch done at the retail park. Probably about an hour and a half behind schedule, but considering lunch is done, we should be alright. Trying to find the canal again. I think it's just up here. The retail park is literally like a quarter of a mile from the canal. Let's go. Right, back on the canal. Off we go. Let's see how far we get before we completely am finished. So this is the back of JD Gyms where my sister works. Just a note for me before I forget, pedal strike is a major issue on this route. Someone who's used to road, I do 95% of my riding on the road. You're used to lowering one leg when you're not pedaling, and you're just negotiating like an awkward bit. Oh god, you've got to do it MTB style. You've got to have level pedals. I've already struck my pedal I think about 6 times. Luckily it's only been little scrapes, enough to make sparks fly, but if you really got a proper hard pedal strike, it'll take you off your bike, because it's really narrow and then you've got big boulders sticking out, so you might just pass the boulder by your tyre, get through, but then your pedal, if it's really low, will strike. Anyway, that's something to bear in mind. You've got to almost ride it MTB style, where if you're not pedaling you've got to have level pedals. only access back onto the bloody top. Anyway, let's crack on. Bridge 112. Isn't that beautiful? We got Swan, whole light and the signets, and then you got Mom at back. Amazing. Yeah. Bad for views, is it? Not bad at all. Blessed. Anyway, I hope the towpaths get better from here on in. Today's been like a story of moaning about towpaths, hasn't it? But it is what it is. Just not used to them being so poor. Our end, some of the worst ones are better than these. I mean, this one's not bad. Anyway, onwards, onwards, onwards. Look at that for views. It is really stunning. Shame about the signage, really. Mile 75, again, it just disappears for about a mile and then reappears with no signage whatsoever as to where you need to go. Anywho, we're back on track. Mile 76. Right, as I'm approaching mile 80, just some thoughts. Would I do it again? No. I needed to tick it off because it is not pleasurable in any way, shape or form. I mean, there's 60 miles between Leeds and Burnley, I think, are actually okay. Everything after that, it's just a poor excuse for a towpath, and some of it is just, it's a death trap. It's deadly. Shakes your bones. Not much to look at, in all honesty. I mean, okay, I've gone past quite fast, but it's the nature of a canal. You're in a canal, and it's probably going to be quite low to the surrounding area, so you're not going to look at much. But it's beautiful in itself, yeah. But in terms of anything else to look at, no. Food wise, plenty of places you can get topped up. Food and drink, yeah. Other than that, I don't know. But reflections at this point, and I'm not tired. I don't think this is speaking out of frustration. I don't think I would do it again. I'd have to be highly, highly motivated. I'd need a serious cause to do it again. The only reason I'm doing it now is because it's just a perfect storm of conditions, day off, weather. I wasn't working. Just thought, yeah, we've got the train. Let's go do it, tick it off. Having said tick it off, not ticked it off yet. I've still got another 50 very hard miles to do, but at least from what I hear, the tracks are really good. Anyway, that's enough for now. Well, not just from what I hear. I mean, I know it all the way from Skipton. It is quite a really good track. Whereas Lancashire side, abysmal, absolute poor excuse for a towpath. And Liverpool, not even a towpath. Anywho, right. Bridge number 145 since Liverpool. Why do I do this to myself? Mile 85. 45 miles from home. Numb bum and numb arms. Other than that, feeling good. Chest is feeling good, legs are feeling great. Power seems to be on demand. So let's crack on. So there seems to be this bit between mile 83 and potentially for quite a few miles yet that totally disappears from the canal. I had a bit of a panic I thought I was on the wrong route, but still maybe on the wrong route, I don't know, but let's see. Load of that. All you've got to do is cross into Yorkshire and it all starts. Lovely. All the way through Lancashire and through all them crap towpaths, I hung on to the hope that the last 40-50 miles is actually really good. All the reviewers saying, oh yeah, if you do it the other way, at least the last third is easy. Oh my god, this is the worst towpath for the whole day. mile 90 to 93. Brought me right down to about 6-7 miles an hour. There's gates every so often, massive boulders sticking out. Terrible. Really slowed me down. I was hoping I'd get there for about 9:30, but this has put an hour on. I hope it doesn't last too long. My god, this is puncture territory. Big jagged rocks sticking out. It's getting cold as well. Sun disappeared after about 2 hours this morning. Piping hot this morning, and it just disappeared. Freezing. Diversion at Gargrave. Towpath not available, so bit of road, and now almost to Skipton, about 5 miles away. This is nice. For a moment we had the blessing of tarmac. Imagine that, tarmac, eh? Smooth as anything. Now, where are we? Is this Skipton? Busy lizards. Get access. Must have missed it. Oh no, it's it. Oh, stupid me. Oh, this heron just flew off. Since Skipton, let's hope it stays this way, because this towpath is really helping. Up to about 13-14 mile an hour. Not that I want to push it too hard. I want to save some for the roads in Bradford, and then once I'm on the greenway I can switch off. But really is helping. Still energy sapping, but far better than some of them boulders I was having to deal with earlier. I think we've just gone past Keighley, on to Bradford now. Finally in Bradford. Finally. About 6 miles from safety. Once I'm on the greenway, then I know I'm alright. Until then, just concentrate. Final leg home. I don't know what the camera can or cannot see, but we're on the greenway 5 miles from home, and there's bats everywhere. Alright, here we go. 131 miles done, home safely all the way. Didn't have to grab a lift, luckily. Amazing how much your eyes focus when you're forced to, and how well you can see in the dark. But anyway, done and dusted. Would I do it again? Probably not.